Hey everybody, this is Good Skin Los Angeles. I'm Laura Pack. This is my sister and owner, Lisa Goodman.
We thought it would be cool to talk to you guys today and answer your questions about all the ins and outs of fillers and all those kind of things you've been wondering about them. A little fun fact is that if you go to Europe and ask for fillers, they won't understand you because they don't call it fillers. It's actually called hyaluronic acid, which is what it is.
Hyaluronic acid is a sugar and it's found in your body and in your joints. So when we go to inject hyaluronic acid, it's a synthetic form of that sugar.
But it's completely all natural to your body, which is why we don't really have issues with it very, very rarely. Fillers will last different amounts of time depending on where in the face you put them and also how you put them. So Lauren can elaborate on that.
I think the easiest way to break this down is, let's say your filler under the eyes lasts anywhere from a year to 2. And to get the best results up front, you have anywhere from 5 to 6 syringes. At about a year, you're gonna start to see some of that filler break down. And instead of waiting till 2 years to get another 5 to 6 syringes, you can start layering to provide the longest amount of lasting time for that filler. So around a year, you'll want anywhere from 1 to 3 to keep those results and maintain them.
In any office, fillers are gonna vary based on who's doing it for you, number one. It's like a salon. If you're going to the head of the salon, it's gonna cost more. Number two, you're gonna pay different amounts for fillers, generally based on how long they last, and then also based on technique.
I also think it's really important to educate people on how much filler is in a syringe. In each syringe of filler, there's only 1/5 a teaspoon.
To break it down, you're looking at the minimum I've seen is $6.50 for like minimum, and then at the most per syringe, probably like $1,500, $1,600.
Yeah.
So
Depends
somewhere in that
range.
range. And then obviously if you're older and you've waited longer and have more damage to you obviously will need more syringes. So that's kind of a quick gauge for you guys.
Yeah.
Often clients have come in and they have sometimes sat and said, I need under eye filler. And I'm like, you absolutely don't need under eye filler. You would look very puffy and strange. The way you can tell if you need under eye filler is if you take a mirror and you look to the side. If you can see actual hollowing, you need under eye filler. If you look to the side and you don't see hollowing, you don't need under eye filler, and you probably need something else to address your dark circles, which we do other treatments for dark circles. I often see that people rely on under eye filler and because they think it'll cure everything, and then before they know it, they have these like mounds that they don't even realize they have, but other people will mention like, oh my God. So
even if you have Halloween and you're older, you want everything to match. And that's what we do in our office. Besides, you know, making sure everything match, it's the untouched look. So we don't want you to be puffy here if you're generally aging down here at the same time.
Under eye filler isn't the answer for everything, basically, if you're trying to look like you are untouched.
When we do under eye filler, we use cannulas. Cannulas are a blunt tip needle, and it allows us to get underneath the muscle and the tissue and place filler on bone. We believe that for the most part, the filler is gonna look the best when it's on bone, so that when you go to smile and emote, you're not gonna see the filler crunching up into the eye, things like that. As well, with a cannula, you're bringing down your complication risk down to anywhere from 1 to 2%. Those risks include bruising, swelling, other side effects. However, it's important to note that if your practitioner is not using a cannula, it's not wrong. It's just a different technique. So for most of my patients that come in, they get a poke here and here of numbing, and then I thread the cannula and I place the filler, and when they leave, they look virtually untouched. They've just got a little bit of numbing that wears off in about 30 minutes to an hour. It's a little white spot. And then how long will the filler last? Let's say the girl is 30, and she'll need anywhere from 1 to 3 syringes to see the best results. I'll usually start around 1, I put half on each eye, and then I bring her back 3 weeks later to see how she likes it. Let's say she's happy, and within a year she'll need anywhere from another 1 to 2 to maintain those results.
You have epidermis, dermis, fatty layer, fascia, and bone, okay? If your provider is putting it mostly in your epidermis, dermis, and for example, putting too much, you're gonna stretch the skin. And then over time, as that goes away, if your skin doesn't have a lot of elasticity, meaning how it snaps back, then you could be left with potentially slightly looser skin. I don't think sagging muscles, but slightly looser skin. Now, if your provider puts the proper amount in the correct plane or on the bone, what's gonna happen is you're gonna lift the muscle and you're gonna lift the skin, and you're not gonna deal with those problems.
Bye, Byrdie.
Bye, Byrdie. Thanks for watching.